Yo, what's up?
How we doing?
I don't know why he's standing.
Want y'all to peep the loafers or the little slippers my sister got these for me for Christmas.
Yeah, show those off. Show those off. Whoa.
Damn. Little LO Bean Johns. Very comfortable. But yeah, I'm going to sit down now.
Welcome back to the podcast. The Uncontested Podcast specifically.
Specifically speaking, or pacifically speaking. That's something I like to say a lot when I was little.
If you have a speech impediment, then yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'd always get Pacific and specific mixed up, and 11 and 12. I would always do 12, but not always, but sometimes I'll do 12 before 11.
At what age were you putting 12 before 11?
Like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay, I guess that's not that bad.
Yeah, not recently.
You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. I'm Nate. That's Spencer. That's Olive. You should know by now. And if you're new here, welcome.
Yeah.
We don't talk about anything important. If you're looking for like political discourse or anything like that, you're in the wrong place. We just talk. And if you choose to listen to it, then we appreciate you.
Thanks.
But if that's not what you're here for, thanks for joining us. See you later. But if you are here for us, hi. It's us. We are, in fact, back.
Okay.
Real quick, you know what we got to do first? Jump into some song of the week. Let the people know what to listen to.
Time. Yeah.
I would like for you to go first.
Okay. Say My Name by Odessa. Don't actually say my name, but yeah, Odessa. I'm a house guy, man. That's all I'm gonna do now. House music, straight
Just
bangers.
Strictly house music from now on.
Strictly house, probably not, but like for the most part, yeah. I just love it, man. Good song. Say My Name, Odessa. Pretty well known group, I feel like, or I guess not group, like house music thing. I don't know.
House music thing.
Because how do you even just house music artist?
Is it one person or more than one person?
I don't know.
Well, then that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
If it's one person, then they're just an artist. But if it's multiple people, then I would say that's a group.
I guess we'll just say it's a person. Artist. Yeah, we'll say it's an artist.
Artist.
House artist. But yeah, Odessa. All of Odessa music's really good, or I like it a lot if you're into house music, so check out the song.
Okay. I know the name. I'm sure I've heard some of
pretty well known
the songs, but
in that realm.
But I don't know. Couldn't tell you how many people it is.
No,
I'm going Too Many Nights, Metro Boomin, Don Toliver, and Future. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Donnie T does some work.
Donnie T does some work, but I can't lie. And it's it feels like it's kind of cheating because he's a producer. Metro might have dropped the album of the year.
Metro.
He might have dropped the album of the year.
It was good. I listened to it.
There's not really any skips on that album, in my opinion.
It's hard when you're a producer, too, because you already have so many. Obviously, you already work with so many artists. Like, the features are just going to be ridiculous, which they were, obviously. That's
what I'm saying. Like, can you give Metro Boomin? Like, obviously, I don't think he's going to win it, like, unless it's, like, in a specific like rap category, because like it's very rare that
Drake
like
again, bro.
It's very rare that like a rapper wins like album of the year in general. Like
that
album probably realistically wouldn't even be nominated for an album of the year at like the Grammys or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of the vibe I get. But for me personally, I like as far as rap music goes, I feel like that might be album of the year. Like, and I'm saying for whenever the next Grammys are, because obviously he dropped it at the end of 2022, so it's kind of like, but I think he dropped it after, like, I think the way it works is like after the point, Grammys, like there's like a cutoff
into like 2023.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that shit works, but like, even though it's a whole new year number wise, I feel like that, like for me, that's kind of like the album of the year, but at the same time, like I said, feels like it's kind of cheating because he's a producer.
Yeah.
Like, it's album of the year because, like, the features are so good.
I feel like just in today's day and age, that's kind of how it is now. I don't really... I mean, well, no, not necessarily,
not with, like,
but, like,
artists.
I feel like that's just more commonplace for it to be, like... We talked about before, more producers coming out with, like, their own, like... albums and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're usually fire because you can
have
get whoever.
Your connections are just out the ass.
But I also feel like that almost... I don't want to say invalidates them, But like
Yeah,
it
I see
makes
what
it
you're
harder
saying.
to give them like an album of the year
Because they already
nomination.
have,
Because like they're not the ones rapping on it. Like obviously he produced it and that's hard enough on its own. So I'm not taking any credit away from him. But it's like when J. Cole went platinum, no features or whatever, like it was because J. Cole is like that. Like you were listening to J. Cole. Whereas with Metro, like he dropped an album, it's fire and the beats are great. But like you're really there to listen to Don Toliver, Future, Travis Scott,
guys.
whoever's on it, you know?
Yeah.
So like it's kind of a weird place. I feel like there should be a separate
category for that.
Category for like I mean I'm sure there probably is like a producer of the year or something, but maybe like an album of the year for producers.
That'd be fair.
Where like you have all of the albums that were dropped by like Metro Boomin, Southside, Pierre Bourne, like whoever drops an album because you know all those songs are going to have features on them because they're not getting on the beats and rapping. But regardless, fire album in my opinion. And yeah.
It's good stuff.
So
do you have any idea how I could sit like this comfortably for the foreseeable future?
What do you mean?
Just like, I mean, I can't, like, I like doing this to start because I think it looks kind of cool and like, I feel like it could be comfortable, but it just my hips don't really allow me to do this.
Yeah, you are a big fuck.
Yeah, but like I feel like big fucks can also do this. I don't know, man.
You need to work on your flexibility, bro.
That's the thing, though. I am flexible. I think I'm just not flexible in the hips because like I can stand up and like I can touch my toes easily. You know what I mean? Do all this all day. You know what I mean? But I think it's the hips.
You need to start doing some hip exercises.
I guess.
Start doing some hip stretches when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I think that would be the most appropriate way for you to start sitting like that if you so desire.
I used to do a little bit of yoga. I would do like 10-minute yoga back at school, like junior year, especially when I was like powerlifting, just to like stretch out and stuff like that. But kind of fell off a little bit, but it was nice. I want to get into like meditation or something, like 10-minute meditation. I feel like that'd be really good. But I don't know. I'll probably never do any of that stuff, but
just those are New Year's resolutions, but you're not going to
I don't have resolutions.
I know you don't.
No resolutions over here.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was when I was in school, there was a point in time where I took a class and like the whole class was literally like basically about mindfulness. And so like we would have assignments which were like practice mindfulness or practice meditation or practice like whatever for like 10 minutes a day. And we had to like log the shit. So like there were points in time where I was in this class and my homework would be to literally just sit there in silence, just being mindful for like 10 minutes. And then I'd have to log it, write what I thought about, like how it made me feel, everything.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool for sure. But at the same time, I'm also like, bro, I'm paying thousands of dollars for this class and you're having me
sit there and think, yeah.
Like not think like about like the material or anything, just thinking about who I am.
Yeah. Well, maybe that is the material.
But is that worth thousands of dollars though?
No, I
like
mean,
that's
not a
like,
lot. Not a lot. In
like
school is in my
probably
opinion.
like a $2,000-$3,000 course, and my homework is to meditate.
Yeah.
I also had a assignment in another class. I can't remember what class this was, but and I don't remember the premise of the assignment either. But basically, it was like create an image or whatever and write a story about it. I literally on like Paint or whatever on my computer, I like went on to like, I don't think it's Paint on Macs, but whatever software I had that was free that allowed me to draw pictures. I drew a picture of a corgi, named him Bodhi.
My mom and sister like corgis a lot.
Corgis are great, but I drew a picture of a corgi, named him Bodhi, and then wrote a 1-paragraph story about Bodhi. And that was a whole homework assignment in a college course.
Yeah.
Like a 300 level course.
They're just coming up with whatever now. Seems like.
They're just taking my money, bro. I mean, they already took it. I'm out of college, but they took my money.
If we were sitting here right now and we just decided to get up and just fight to the death, how long do you think it would take for one of us just to die?
Bro, your brain works so weird. None of that is in the notes. Where did that come from?
I just thought about it right now. Because I generally don't know.
I don't know. See, I think you could beat the ever-living shit out of me. But
you'd be surprised when it comes to life or death situations, though.
I mean, yeah. But, like, I think just from a physical standpoint, you could beat the shit out of me. But I went to school for kinesiology and learned a lot about the body. So I know a lot of different things. I like different like pressure points, everything like that. I might be able to immobilize you. I don't know how I'm taking you out.
Yeah.
Maybe I immobilize you, get something heavy, and then smash you over the head. But like, I think if it's just like we're just in a room, bare hands, and I'm not able to immobilize you, I think you probably take me out. But if I could get you in one of those nerves, get you to your body to just kind of go limp.
You think like 5-10 minutes? I don't know.
I'm gonna. I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes because I feel like by that point, one of us would be able to just choke the other one to death, right?
Yeah.
Like eventually, you're either gonna beat the shit out of me. I probably wouldn't even try to just like beat you with my fist. I would probably just try to get you in a hold and wrestle
just
me,
strangle you. Yeah.
Like you'd probably just
I would go for
overpower me.
I would go for the neck,
or I would immobilize you, and then while that almost like feels wrong though. Like if I like just get you in the right nerve spot, make your whole body just go limp, and then I just choke you out while you're unconscious.
Yeah, it'd be pretty messed up.
But I mean, the game's the game. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah, life or death.
But I don't know. Let's not do that though.
I don't plan on it ever.
Okay,
I don't know.
That's good because where that came from, I was a little bit concerned that you just kind of wanted to like kill me.
I don't want to kill anybody.
Just kill me and take my cat home or something.
I would take Olive.
She is sleeping.
She's
sleeping. Big chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? This is your like third or fourth appearance on the podcast. Would you like to add anything? I don't even know if she's purring, so I don't know if that...
She's out.
She's slumped.
Good for her.
So, kind of... Bro, what is it with you always having your phone on...
It's Be Real Time, man.
It is Be Real Time. I wouldn't know because I don't have my phone on me because I'm a professional.
It's fair. I am not.
But, kind of going into some of the stuff that I want to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about with you, or not really talk about, just kind of look at because I thought it was very interesting, is, we're in the year 2023, right? We're not talking about New Year's resolutions or any of the stuff that we talked about on previous episodes, but we are in the year 2023. And I found this list, and it is a list of predictions made in the year 1923, so 100 years ago, about the year 2023. So these are people 100 years ago. They made some predictions about what life would be like in 2023 or whatever. And I just wanted to go over some of these. I haven't actually looked at all these. I only looked like the first two. But I just thought it'd be interesting. So the first one is the workday will be 4 hours long.
That one I could say.
It's not, though.
Oh, like, they're saying now. Well...
It's from 1923, about 2023.
Yes and no. I would say no in the circumstance, I don't know why I said circumstance. No in the sense that, like, you have, like, a 9-to-5 job or whatever, right? But also, like, how much of that time are you actually working? Like, for me, I know that on average, like, some days, like today, I had to work, like, all 9 hours, and it kind of sucked. But on average... probably is close to about just 4 hours of work.
Yeah, but that's not your work day, though.
I say like actual, like you're just working 4 hours and you're done. You're off.
Yeah, like you start at like 9 o'clock and you're done at 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good math.
Yeah.
But so like the average work day, that's what I like interpreted it as. Like the average work day will be 4 hours.
Yeah,
it is not. It's like, what is 8 hours?
8 hours, 8-9 hours.
Yeah, like some people, it's like I think 8 is like average.
Yeah,
some people do a little less, some people do a little more.
Yeah.
But I think the average workday would be about 8 hours.
Definitely 8 hours.
So they were wrong there.
You missed that one, Abraham.
What about
Lincoln.
this one? Women will blacken their teeth and shave their heads.
What is that?
I don't know.
Where did that even? How did that become a thing?
It is now predicted by that Jesus Christ, I can't read. It is now predicted that by the year 2023, which we are in, only a mere little stretch of a century ahead, women will probably be shaving their heads, and the men will be wearing curls. Also, the maidens may pronounce it the height of style in personal primping to blacken their teeth.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
So, I really wish I could talk to whoever made some of these predictions.
That's weird.
Because, like, What do you think was their thought process behind that?
I couldn't even. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
to me.
this will probably be a thing that they do. Blacken their teeth.
The shaving the heads is like one thing, but like
I mean, some people, some women shave their heads. It is.
Yeah.
I would definitely say it's way more common now than it was back then. Obviously,
the black teeth thing is the scariest shit that I could ever possibly imagine.
somebody just smiles at you and it's just straight black teeth.
No,
it's like, bro, brush
your teeth.
Brush just occasionally.
Use some Listerine on them.
Get a floss pick.
Something.
Side note: if you still use regular floss and you don't use floss picks, catch up.
I use regular.
Catch up. Come on. You use regular floss?
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of nice with it. Often? It's just I'm really good about it now.
Avid flosser.
Yeah.
We did talk about that one time.
I used to not be at all, but then I went to the dentist and she was being kind of an asshole and was like digging in there. I was like, okay, I get the message. You want me to floss more, so.
Bro, I'm telling you, the floss picks are great. It's nice, quick little in, out.
Sometimes it's annoying though because it gets kind of stuck and I'm just like.
I mean, I guess, but they're also great because then they got the little pick on the end. So like, if you got like something stuck in like, your
I never thought of that. I never really used it like that. No.
Floss picks come in clutch. It's like a piece of floss and a toothpick in one.
I like the actual floss,
which makes sense because they are called floss picks.
Yeah, dual purpose. I like the actual floss because I'll go in and I'll like hit multiple teeth at the same time. Like
on both sides. It is pretty good for efficiency. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It's faster for me.
I'm a big floss pick guy.
Yeah.
This one says radio will replace gasoline. Now what? How? How does that even?
The radio waves are going to power your car, I guess.
I don't know. It just says it.
That would be pretty cool.
Whoever this person is predicts that by the year 2023, gasoline as a motive power will have been replaced by radio, and that the skies will be filled with, myriad? Dude, I don't know how to say that word properly.
I think it's myriad.
Myriad craft sailing over well-defined routes. I mean,
I could see
the
that.
skies are filled with planes that are flying over well-defined routes.
Yeah.
Like planes have like specific paths and everything like that. So I guess that's right.
I don't know why they didn't just say electricity. Like that would have been.
Is that like maybe they really thought radio waves would power stuff, not electricity?
I guess. I mean, I could see the logic there. That wasn't a bad one. The black teeth woman thing was very weird, but
all people will be beautiful. Let me just tell you right now that is not true.
Yeah.
Some people are
Some people are really ugly. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm really ugly, but I wouldn't say I'm beautiful either.
Same.
I would say I'm like.
Actually, average. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I look pretty good.
Yeah, you're a good looking guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But
I don't think I'm like 10 though. But
you'd be like a solid 9.73.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, all people being beautiful, definitely not. Life expectancy will be over 100, or life expectancy will be 100 years. No.
I could see maybe within the next like 50 to 100 years somehow that could be a thing, but
see, the thing is, we're just getting more unhealthy though.
Yeah. Yeah, you got like opposite ends of the spectrum where you got like technology's increasing, but I think that also incentivizes people to not care as much about what they're doing because they're like, oh, it's like ease of access with this or that. Yeah, so
like technology-wise, we probably could be close to 100 years, like. Because if you think about it, back then people were dying young because of a variety of diseases, all the smog from working in factories, whatever. We don't really die from those causes anymore, but we just, especially in America specifically, we just get fat and don't care about our bodies and die that way.
It's crazy how way back when you could get the flu and like you're done, bro.
Dead.
But now it's like, I'm out for like a couple days.
Yeah.
A week.
But that, like, I could see that one actually. Like, I could see the life expectancy being maybe not 100, but like close to that number, like up in that range.
It's like 85.
But like we're killing ourselves. Like the life expectancy in the U.S. is like 79.
Yeah.
Or something.
Which honestly, it's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd honestly be
freeze my body, bro. That's what I want. Freeze my body.
I thought you wanted to be cremated and sprinkled over the.
Oh yeah.
You got some decisions to make,
the Atlantic
bro.
Ocean. No, freeze my body. Well, no, this isn't death. This isn't death, though. I want to freeze my body at like 50, and then just bring me back later, like 100 years later.
Like that Walt Disney type shit?
Yeah.
Have you heard
like
about
Captain
that?
America.
Do you know about the Walt Disney like conspiracy?
I think I kind of remember something about it.
Like there's some kind of conspiracy that they like. I think it's just his head. They like cut his head off,
Oh, like his brain.
like his whole head.
Well, no, I get that, but like they
But,
like
like,
froze that just so his brain is like.
They like took his head and like put it in like a cryo chamber or something to like bring him back later in life.
Bro makes
later
an
down the
amusement
line.
park and they're like, we got to keep him.
But like,
What
I
about
don't-
Ben Franklin? Bones in the attic or ground.
somewhere. But I don't know, bro. I almost struggle to believe that one just because it's so out there. But at the same time, I feel like celebrities are so insane that like I wouldn't be surprised if like Walt Disney was genuinely like cut my head off, freeze it, and then in the year, I don't know, 3000, bring me back.
I want to get into the Illuminati.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. You have to. I think you
Do you have to be famous? to get
definitely
into
have
the
to be.
Illuminati?
Definitely have to be famous. You definitely have to have influence and power. And then I think. Well, no. I think there's two sides of the spectrum. I think one of them is you have to have influence or power either way. But I think that they find the really, really famous people that they know are going to be prominent in the news and in society and in culture and all that type of stuff, and they find them and then they kind of bring them in. And they have like life contracts, like really like sell your soul type stuff.
Yep.
That's why, I mean, bro, you see it now. There's like some people like, how are they famous for what they're doing?
Probably the Illuminati.
Probably that.
Bro, so you think the Illuminati seeks them out? Or do you
In
think
some cases.
Do you
yeah.
think there are cases where like somehow a person finds the Illuminati and they're like, "Hey, let me in"?
I don't think you find the Illuminati. I think the Illuminati finds you. But then it's how are those people who are in the Illuminati finding these people? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like two sides of the scope. But I think in most cases they find you.
How do you prove that you're like? How
I
does
don't think you prove it. I think they're just like, we see that you're like, it's like them being like a society of like running all like different types of stuff.
But then like, what if they say no? Then you have to kill them, right? Like if you approach someone, you're like, "Hey, I'm in the Illuminati. Would you like to take part? In return, you will become rich, famous."
I don't think they kill you. I think it's once you say yes, and then like they like you just kind of sign your life away. Then it's like, well, now you're stuck with us.
But what if you say no though?
I don't
now
really think anything
now
crazy
they-
happens.
but then they know-
Oh, but then now you
They
know
know
that. Yeah.
that you're in the Illuminati and it's real.
Well, then probably in pretty much all these cases, like once they find you, it's like I can't really say no.
You're either in it or you're dead.
Not in anything.
Not in the world.
Yeah.
Not alive.
No.
Unalived. The ultimate dirt nap.
The ultimate dirt nap.
It's the ultimate dirt nap, bro. Let's see if there's any other.
That's
Life
crazy.
expectancy will be 300 years. We don't even talk about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
People will wear kidney cozies. Kidney cozies will be
Some of
worn.
this stuff gotta just be like made up, bro. I feel like you know what I literally think? I think that they made like,
You think this is all cap?
yeah, they just made like this stuff look old. And then
It's possible.
because I saw some of that language at the beginning, they're like, it just didn't make sense.
It could be. Another one about curls for men.
Curls for men by 2023 predicts anthropologist.
Men will curl their hair. I mean, that's low key kind of true. Like all the TikTok people that are like they're rocking like the wavy curled hair or whatever.
I guess.
Like, I mean, it's not like a.
That's just the type of thing I
does
feel
it,
like they see people doing back then. They're just like, yeah, they're gonna keep doing
there's
that.
no way people were no way men were curling their hair in 1923, right?
Probably not the vast majority.
Maybe the U.S. will have a population of 300 million. That is facts.
They were correct on that. We're a
It's
little bit over.
that, actually, isn't it? Like we
Closer
looked this
to
up,
350. I think it's like 320. I can't remember. It's
We
between
literally
like
looked this
320
up,
and like
and neither one of us
350.
remembers what it is.
I think it's like around 350. I had a little voice crack there, a tiny
Yeah,
one.
just a bit.
God,
But I mean, that one's not bad. That one's not bad.
it still counts.
Canada
though.
will have a population of 100 million. Don't know what
I have no
Canada's
idea.
population is. Utensils will be made of pulp. What does that mean?
I mean,
like-
I know what pulp is, but I don't really know how you make a utensil out of it. Utilize vegetation and stone in every stage of decay. Ordinary waste.
That's actually not incorrect though, because they have the like biodegradable utensils and shit. So like, not
wrong, I guess.
But also, again, if this is cap as you say, then that's not that impressive. But if that is actually from 1923, then I mean, pretty solid guess.
Before I forget, I did have hot dogs for breakfast this morning.
Turkey,
Yeah, with the cheese in it.
were they good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Really good.
Do you have any sides or just straight glizzies?
Straight glizz.
Any bev?
No bev.
No bev is a fucking crime.
Yeah.
Straight glizzies down the pipe.
Mhm.
No bev.
Real quick, 5 minutes. I went upstairs. This is what I do. around 9 to 10 a.m. I go upstairs. I go downstairs, work for a little bit. 9 to 10, I go upstairs, take a little break, put my phone on the microwave, put on whatever I'm watching on Netflix, and then I just sit there with my plate or stand there with my plate. Probably takes me a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes to eat 2 glizzes, and then go back downstairs. It's like I wasn't even there.
Just like quick in and out, back to work.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we'll get back to this in a second, but speaking of whatever you're watching on Netflix, have you watched Kaleidoscope yet?
No, I heard that's the cool show you can watch in any order.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
I've watched a little bit of it. I think I'm about halfway through.
Is it good?
Here's my thing, bro.
Did you watch in order like that it had, or you just kind of went all over the place?
See, the thing is, they randomize the order that it shows up in for everybody. So like if you click on the show, the shows will appear in a different order than like how they showed up.
Oh, really? On the Netflix app, it'll just show differently?
At least that's what I've heard. I can't verify that because I haven't cross-referenced with anybody. But from what I heard, it just randomly generates an order for you. The only stipulation is white is the last one because that's like the finale, I guess. So it's like everything else you can watch in whatever order, but the white has to be the last episode. So I don't know if that's true, but
you have to like write down what you already watched and then like.
Well, I mean, it shows you what you've already watched, but I've watched 4 episodes, I believe, and I saw a lot of people saying that it was kind of shitty. They didn't like the acting. They thought the concept was cool, but it was like because they had to keep the episodes kind of like vague in the sense that they had to make sense in any order. A lot of people were saying they didn't like it. I'm not seeing it. Like I don't think it's like a, like the greatest show I've ever watched in my life or something, but I think it's pretty cool. Like I haven't really had any problems with I haven't had any qualms with the acting or anything like that. I like the storyline. I like the premise behind it. I think it's been pretty good so far. Maybe I'm just watching it in the best possible order. Maybe Netflix just blessed me, and if you watch it in a certain order, it makes the most sense. I don't know, but I don't know. A lot of people were saying it kind of sucks, but I think it's pretty good. I would check it out if I were you.
I watch the same stuff over and over again, so I should probably watch.
I do that a lot too, honestly. Yeah. The only reason I started watching that is because I was like, that seems cool. I mean, like, there's a bunch of shows that come out, and I'm like, I kind of want to watch that, and I never do. But that one, I was like, I'm interested. Yeah. And like Nick was telling me, he was like, yo, like, let me know what order you watch it in so I can watch it in a completely different order type thing, and then see how it compares. And I wanted to do it, but we didn't get the opportunity because obviously when I was in Pittsburgh, Nick was there for a little bit. I got to see him. I wanted him to start watching it with me, but like he would just start on whatever episode I'm on. So like I've watched 4 episodes. So for whatever episode was next,
it's gonna be completely different.
Would have been my 5th episode, but it would have been his first.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool because it's like that's like the only show where you can really do that.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching a show and your friend is interested in it, you either have to start over and watch from the beginning so everything makes sense for them, or they have to watch it on their own, and then when they're caught up, you can watch it together. But like with that one, you could just be like, oh, I'm on episode 5, but you can watch that anyway because it doesn't matter.
That could be also why people are having different reactions to it, though. Like some people say it's bad, some say it's good. It could just be the order that you're watching it in. You know what I mean? That's
what I'm saying. Like maybe I got blessed with a good order.
Yeah.
Maybe Netflix was like, hey, this is the order that we really think you should watch it in.
That's smart too, because that's how, regardless of if you like it or not, people are gonna watch it because they just want to see.
Like that's like, it's funny though, because like, it would be cool. Like, this is one of those things where like I wish you could like kind of like wipe your memory a little bit, because like it would be cool to watch it all the way through and then be able to watch it in a completely different order again, but like you're experiencing it for the first time. Because like now, once I've finished all the episodes, I could go back and watch it in any order, but I already know what happens in the other episodes, so it's just kind of like I'm kind of watching it from a different perspective. But like if you could just like completely start over and just watch it again fresh, like you could really watch that like 1,000 different ways.
That must just take a lot of work to be able to figure that out, just to be able to make every episode so it all like lines up in different ways.
Yeah, it is. It definitely, I'll give them props for trying something, because that's definitely
it's a cool concept.
Ambitious for sure. And I think they did a pretty decent job with it, so I would check it out if I were you. And then whatever order you watch it in, if you do watch it, you should let me know what order you watch it in, because I like to see what was going on, like what you experienced and what, because there are a lot of things that happen in that show, and I'm like, oh shit.
No.
But like, I like connect the dots with an episode that I previously watched, but if I hadn't watched that previous episode, I would be like, what the fuck type thing.
Yeah.
So it's a good show. If you haven't watched it, if you're listening and you haven't watched it, check it out. Comment what order you watched it in. Let me know.
Let us know, man.
But let's see if there's any more good things here. Newspapers will have been out of business for 50 years. That's just not true. Private kitchens will disappear. Not true. Cancer will be eradicated.
Definitely not true.
War will be wireless, and we might have telepathy.
It's more true than the other ones.
People will communicate using watch-size radio telephones. That's pretty true. You literally have Apple Watches.
Yeah.
That's literally...
That's pretty good.
So, that's...
Nice.
I mean,
a lot of those are kind of valid.
Wonder if it's capped, though.
I think it probably is.
You think all of them are capped, or you think just some of them might be?
I don't know.
Hard to say, right?
It's very hard to say.
But kind of going off that cancer one, I got a news story.
All right.
Great news story. Well, not a great news story, but like just like one of those like holy how does that happen?
Holy guacamole.
Medical group's holiday text turns into the stuff of nightmares.
Tell me more.
So the little subheadline here says, one patient said she was shaking and close to tears after reading the text message. So if we scroll down here, thousands of patients at a British medical clinic received some horrific news just before Christmas when they were told via text that they had aggressive lung cancer.
That's not a text you want to get.
The messages from
Why are you getting that on a text? Hey, you got lung cancer.
I don't know.
LOL. Like
lung cancer, lol.
Lol. Or
Get
like
wrecked.
a thumbs up after. Or no. LOL.
Just the skull
this
emoji.
This is messed up to say.
Hey, you have lung cancer, skull emoji.
Bro, you finna die. Skull emoji.
Finna would be crazy.
Or the crying face. Oh,
loser ratio. Bro.
Skill issue.
Hey, bro, you got lung cancer. Sounds like a skill issue to me. Get your lung game up.
Oh, man. I really hope none of you have cancer. That's terrible, but that was funny.
No, it's not.
I don't even know why I prefaced it saying that.
I feel like we don't have to explain
That's just
that.
hilarious.
We're not joking about cancer. The messages from the medical practice in Doncaster, England turned out to be a mistake. They sent out a following text that said, please accept our sincere apologies for the previous text message sent. This has been sent in error. Our message to you should have read, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So you went from saying, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you have lung cancer, get wrecked.
Merry Christmas with the Christmas tree. The skull emoji geeked, bro. You got cancer, skull emoji.
You finna die. But so this is actually, they can't, if they're watching, they can't see it, but this is the actual this screenshot, one of the texts, and just says, from the forwarded letters at CMP, I'm assuming that's a doctor's name.
They said thanks after.
Doctor's name has asked for you to do a DS-15 or 1500, whatever that is, for the above patient. Diagnosis, aggressive lung cancer with metastasis. Thanks. Thousands of people got that. Was it just 1,000 or was it thousands? Thousands of people got a text that said they had aggressive not just lung cancer, aggressive lung cancer.
With metastasis, that means it's like growing, metastasizing.
It means
and all
you're
that.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Who was this text for? Why are you telling them over a text?
Whoever that actually is for, that sucks. But yeah, that is.
Again, not laughing.
No, but
at
that
the
skull
cancer
emoji
aspect,
thing was funny, dude.
But imagine thousands of people getting that text.
Crazy.
And all of them are like, holy fuck, what the fuck?
What's going on?
And then they find out, like, because it said that they didn't get a text saying it was an error until an hour later. So for a whole hour, thousands of people thought they just got diagnosed with a terminal illness.
You got cancer, GG's.
Thousands of people. Imagine being the one person that was for. Like, thousands of people got this text, right? Thousands of people, you have aggressive lung cancer. Hour later, JK lol, you don't. But you're that one guy, and you never got that JK lol. Like, you've got buddies or like friends that you've made being in the hospital or whatever, and they text you and they're like, holy shit, I have aggressive lung cancer, and you're like, holy shit, me too. And then an hour later they're like, oh, did you see that it was just an error? And dude's like, no. What do you mean?
Like, oh.
How does that happen, bro? How do you accidentally send a text that says you have aggressive lung cancer to thousands of people?
I'm telling you, bro, you would think that once you get older, mistakes like that are kind of minimized. Not really. That's nuts.
Also, this is crazy. This is such a British fucking saying, because I've never heard this before. One of the patients told a broadcaster that she had been waiting for biopsy results when she received the message and felt sick to my teeth and broke down.
Sick to my teeth.
Who has ever said sick to my teeth? Is that a thing?
No.
Is that a thing in like the UK or like England?
I wouldn't know.
Does anybody know? Has anybody ever heard the saying sick to my teeth? Because that's the first time I've ever heard that. The one dude, what's his name? Patient Chris Reed. He said they went from "you've got lung cancer" to "Merry Christmas" in about an hour. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
I would, bro. He's not, bro.
The roller coaster of emotions.
I'd
right
be
there.
so pissed. I would be so pissed, especially considering it took them an hour to realize they fucked up and send out a message.
An hour of sheer panic.
Just an hour of like, holy fuck, my life is going to end soon.
That's terrible.
And now they're just like, JK, you don't actually. Merry
It's like,
Christmas.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's wild. One of the patients said he would not be returning to the practice. Yeah, probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
The clinic has not
lost some
publicly
business
commented.
there.
Yeah, they've not publicly commented on the matter after sending out the correction message. That's crazy. They just went dark. They were just like, nah, this didn't happen.
Kind of, I feel like that's what you have to do at that point.
Yeah, what do you even say after that? You're just like, yeah, we messed up. Sorry. LOL. Skull emoji.
Crazy.
I'm just trying to imagine that being me, you know? Do you know how, like... I can't even imagine what that would feel like.
No.
Just getting a text. Not even a phone call. Who was that going to? Because I'd be pissed off if I was a person...
I got a text.
And if I actually had an aggressive lung cancer or any disease and they texted it to me. Not even a call saying, hey, come in, we need to talk. Or, hey, you've got lung cancer, like this. These are the next steps. Just text. You've got cancer.
It's like when you break some off with a girl, bro, and you don't even have the courage to like say it to her face or like call her or something. You just text and be like, yeah, this ain't working out.
Bro, you know what that is? That's the AOL alert sound. Just bing, you've got cancer. That's what that is, bro. That's literally what that is.
It is though.
You've
got mail.
They've just hit you with the "you've got mail," but for a life-threatening disease.
Crazy.
So
hope none of y'all have cancer out there, and I hope you don't get it by text if you do have a life-threatening disease, because that ain't right.
Very, 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 very unfortunate. Not
good. The skull emoji sent me.
Trying to I feel like such a dickhead for laughing, but like, come on, that's so bad that it's like
you gotta bring humor to terrible stuff like that, man, or it's hard.
You gotta.
Jesus.
You got anything that you?
I got one, yeah. I guess on the topic of bad stuff that happens.
Bad stuff.
There was an American, I believe it was American Airlines flight. I think it was. What does that say? Yes, work Montgomery long after engine. Where is this? I think it's American Airlines.
It's American Airlines. I see it.
Yeah, so essentially, dude who's working for American Airlines, they haven't released a lot about it in terms of who it was or like more details on exactly what happened. But essentially, earlier this year, about a week ago, buddy got sucked into the engine of a plane. And you can kind of guess what happens when you get sucked into the engine of a commercial airplane. You turn into ground beef. You got chopped up.
Ground beef is crazy.
And honestly, I've thought about that too when I'm on a flight or something. I look out and I'm just, kind of looking around. I'm like, dude. And like, like a bird sometimes will get go into the engine or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it crazy how like a bird flying into the engine can be like one of the most debilitating things to happen to a plane?
You would think that they would make it strong enough to where that wouldn't be a...
You'd think they would like find a way to like make sure that never happens, considering like birds have like literally caused planes to crash.
I feel like you could easily think of something in a relatively short time span that would like block.
Bro, if they could put a fucking... If they can put
like
a
vent
grate...
or something. Yeah,
If they could put a grate over
Yeah.
the fucking AC unit outside my house, I think you could probably put one on the front of a fucking jet engine.
Yeah. You'd
Which
have
I'm
to-
sure, again, not a plane expert
Not
over
an
here.
engineer.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that there are planes that like have like a cover or something like that, but it still happens. So like clearly not all of them do.
Yeah.
And like a bird can like literally take your plane down, bruh.
I think the only good thing about dying that way is it has to be instantaneous.
What if you like fall out of the sky and hit the ground?
No, I'm saying like you get
getting
sucked
chopped up
into
by
a plane engine. You have to be just done, bro.
I guess it depends. Did he go in head first or feet first?
I feel like either way, shock hits and then your head.
Yeah, I mean, he probably didn't really feel anything, to be honest.
I would hope not.
But if you go in head first, you're definitely not feeling anything.
I'd rather go in head first.
Just
it would
right on
suck, but at least I don't feel it. I don't got time to scream or be in pain.
Scream or be in pain.
But yeah, dude got turned into lasagna.
What? Lasagna?
Put a fork in him. He's pasta. You know.
Now I'm just thinking about the fucking birds thing. Isn't it kind of crazy how that doesn't happen more? Like, I'm sure it happens a decent amount, but like,
I think that's another thing they probably watch for from like the control tower, and then probably also the pilots too, with like the whole weather, visibility, stuff like that. They probably take that.
Yeah, but like it's a bird.
Yeah,
but I also feel like do whatever they want.
I feel like too though, at a certain altitude, there's not
just
really
not
like birds up there. Yeah, I feel like it's probably more on like the
when you're like taking off,
or the descent or whatever like that. Because once you get up there, ain't no bird going that high.
Maybe
30,000 feet in the air.
How high can birds go? What's like the max height for a bird?
I don't know. It definitely obviously varies on the bird. I would say probably up there's like a falcon or like something like that. Probably falcons get up the highest.
Have you ever seen the TikTok of the bird that just has a camera on it
all the time,
and it's just like live?
That's sick. I like that a lot.
How does that even work?
I don't know. I kind of
who the fuck put a fucking camera on?
I feel like part of it's kind of fake. I don't know.
It could be
because it seems like every time I watch, it's like just in the mountains of the same place. And granted, yeah, like I'm sure birds obviously have patterns of where they fly and stuff like that, but I don't know. It seems kind of fishy to me. Because how do you even set that up?
Yeah,
and
how do you get a camera on a bald
and how do you
eagle?
keep it live like that? And then how do you shut it off? And how do you? I mean, maybe it's like a trained bird,
like
where
a domesticated
it like comes back,
bird,
yeah, but
type thing.
I don't know. Probably is something like that, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like way up there, ain't no birds up there. I haven't seen birds up there, but who knows?
Now I kind of want to know. Let's see if I can find out. Max height
of bird flight.
Of bird. Just one bird. Okay, so whatever.
Like 8,000.
Whatever that
oh,
is.
Dang, they get up there.
A bearded vulture can go 24,000 feet. A mallard can go 21,000 feet.
Can mallard? Oh, like a duck, bro?
Yo, ducks can fly 21,000 feet in the air?
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense because, like, geese and stuff like that get up there.
I guess.
I didn't know they got out there that high, though.
Cranes fly so high that they even fly over the Himalayas. The common crane can hit over 30,000 feet.
A crane?
What?
They are really skinny.
Aren't those like the big ass birds?
Yeah, they're super skinny.
I mean, I don't know
how
big they are,
like
but
that,
probably
though.
like that big.
They also do have really big wings, though, so it kind of makes sense.
So, like, if your plane is like flying at like max altitude or whatever, theoretically, a crane could take it out, right?
Yeah.
Because isn't cruising altitude like 30,000 feet or something
About
like that?
30,000.
So, you could get fucked up by a crane. That would be a bad way to go out. Bro, I can't think of, like, there's a lot of bad ways to go out. I feel like going out in a plane crash is like one of the worst ones because,
like, you got to deal with that for a good couple minutes.
You just got to wait for yourself to fall out the sky.
Yeah.
And you know there's not a single thing you could do about it.
I'd rather just the plane crash and me still be in it than fall out the sky.
Well, you're still falling out the sky. That's what I meant. I didn't mean like you individually.
Plane opens up and you just get sucked out of that.
That would like in movies and shit where like the glass breaks or whatever and just.
That's why I actually always have a parachute with me at all times.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
It's in my car.
Then it's not with you at all times.
Well, I'm not. That
doesn't matter.
I'm not up there.
It's not what you said.
I have it near me at all times.
What if you needed it right now?
I'm on the ground. I'm grounded.
What if a tornado rips through here and sucks you up into the air and shoots you up into the sky? You don't have a parachute. You're done.
We're also not in the Midwest.
Tornadoes happen here.
It's fair, but
not as frequently, but they happen.
No, I guess in some situations, 85% of the time I'm prepared. The other 15%, if something happens, it happens.
Caught lacking, huh?
Yeah. Skull emoji. Bruh, the plane's crashing. Skull emoji.
Pilot just comes over the intercom. Hey guys, plane's going down. Skill issue.
JK, we're good.
JK, backup engine. We're fine. We're fine. JK again, we're going down. I just like genuinely, I can't think of a lot of ways that would.
Oh, we're falling out of the sky.
Oh, we're gonna die.
We're gonna die. Oh.
I just can't think of a lot of ways that it would be worse to go out because like you know it's coming and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like anything where like you know it's coming and there's nothing you can do sucks.
The anxiety with I'd rather just get taken out, bro, and just
because like even if you have like a illness. Like it's like, oh, like there's this % chance of survival, but like
you can be optimistic.
Yeah, like and if you have like a terminal, like there's no chance of you surviving, like then obviously that's gonna suck. But like at least like you've known that for a while, you can kind of like come to terms with it.
Yeah.
But if you're in a plane and it's just like, oh, all of a sudden the plane is going down, you're just like, damn, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Like what do you do? That's what they need to do. Why don't they? I mean, it's probably like expensive to do so, but like, why don't planes just have like parachutes under every seat? It's probably an expense thing. They're probably like, nah, it's too expensive.
Definitely expensive.
But like they've got the oxygen mask that comes down.
They definitely have to have a couple parachutes on a plane though.
They definitely got a couple for sure. Like the pilot's like, I'm getting out of here type thing. But
which I don't really think is fair. I feel like the pilot should be the last person to have one.
Yeah, because if we're going down, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You did something wrong.
Yeah, I feel like you don't deserve to live. I feel like if anything...
Crazy.
I mean, I feel like
no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to live.
You should be like the last on the list.
Yeah, bro. Captain got to go down with his ship type beat.
That's all I'm saying.
But I don't know. Like I was saying, they've got like the oxygen masks that come down from every seat. Like if something happens... I think a lot of them have like those like inflatable vest things, which that only helps if you're flying on that plane that Sully was piloting that he landed on the fucking Hudson River.
Huge skill issue.
Because realistically, if a plane goes down in the water, more often than not, you're not surviving.
Yeah.
Because if the plane goes nose first into the water at a high rate of speed, one, you're inside a plane. So you have to then get out of the plane while underwater. 2, the plane probably goes pretty deep pretty fast because it's a plane, it's traveling hundreds of miles an hour. 3, let's say you, by some miracle, manage to get out the plane with your little floaty thing on. You still have to float up to the top without drowning.
Are you a strong swimmer?
I'm an okay swimmer.
Yeah, same.
But like, I feel like if you're far enough down, it won't even matter. Your lungs will just run out of oxygen and you'll just die.
Yeah.
Or that thing will happen where you get, I forget what it's called, but like, you know how like when divers go too deep, too fast, their lungs basically just like fucking pop like little bubbles or whatever.
How do you think it works when you're like in a car, say, and all the windows are up, and say you like crash into a lake or something like that and it sinks? Are you still able to breathe for a little bit while it's closed up there? I assume for like a little bit.
I mean, until your car fills with water.
But like, let's say your car doesn't fill up with water.
You just got a waterproof car.
Like, let's say no water gets in though, and you're submerged under there. Like, how does that work?
It's just until you run out of oxygen.
Yeah, but like, how long do you think you would last?
I don't know. I mean,
I've always thought about that. 'Cause I'm like, let's say like I always think about when I'm on a bridge all the time when I'm driving. I'm like, if this falls right now, if I fall in, no water gets in. Obviously, like, we're assuming that I'm not like submerged in water, but like my windows are up and I can't get out. Like, how long do I have?
Well, I mean, that obviously would never happen because if your car goes underwater, water's getting in the car.
Yeah.
Like, even if your windows are closed, it's getting in the
Gets
car.
through the, yeah.
But if you have a waterproof car, I mean, I don't know how long it would take, but eventually that car is going to run out of oxygen. Everything's just going to be carbon dioxide. And then you're just going to be breathing in carbon dioxide. And then once you do that for too long, really that's bad. What kills you.
Yeah.
So I'd say...
maybe like 30 seconds?
No shot that fast.
Oh, really? More time?
You think you're dying in 30 seconds? You think you're running out of oxygen in your car in 30 seconds?
I don't know.
I would say probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh.
It's
I could literally watch like half an episode of something. It'd be fine.
I mean, I don't know that for sure, but like I feel like if
I had a Subway sandwich in the car, I could literally eat a whole sandwich, just watch something on Netflix before I die.
I mean, I guess.
I could make a text, bruh, I'm underwater, skull emoji.
Bro.
Yo, what are you doing right now? Crying face, bro, I'm underwater.
You just hit up the boys. Yo, guys, I'm not coming home.
I'm not going to be on Xbox tonight, bruh. Tomorrow? Nah.
Y'all gonna have to play Fall Guys without me. I fell. I'm gone.
I'm eliminated.
No, my guess would be 15 minutes. Because I'm gonna say, depending on the size of your car, how much oxygen can be contained within your vehicle. Yeah. I'm gonna say like 10 minutes to run out of oxygen, and then like 5 minutes for you to suffocate to death.
That give me time to get out. That'll give me enough time.
See, I got a window breaker now.
Oh yeah, your mom got you that.
Got a Christmas present of a window breaker / seatbelt cutter. So
I might have to get one.
if I ever go underwater, I might survive.
I feel like I can get out. I would really hope so. I think I got the willpower to get out of there.
What would be your escape plan if your car goes underwater?
Assuming I can get out of my seatbelt and be fine. Like there's no issue there.
We'll say you're a reckless driver and you don't have a seatbelt on. So you're already no seatbelt. Or let's say you got it unbuckled or whatever. You're already out of your seatbelt. What's your escape plan to get out of your car?
So the first thing that's going to happen with everybody, right, is they're going to panic really bad. And with panicking, you're going to obviously start breathing a lot more. Your heartbeat's going to go up and you're going to start freaking out, which is already eliminating a lot of the oxygen. I know for a fact at first I would panic, but then I would really just have to try really hard just to just slow down for a second. Just relax for a little bit. Just be like, okay, think, relax. What am I going to do here? I would create as much space as I can, and I would kick the shit out of the window. Try to break it, and then get out. That's really the only thing you can do in that situation. You got to get out through the windows. Or if I have the roof, the sunroof thing, that really wouldn't matter either. Because
I feel like that would be a
I'm not going to be able to
idea.
Probably because then all the water's
just coming straight down.
Yeah, I would have to.
I could be wrong, but I do believe that there's like a thing that like if your car goes underwater, you're not supposed to try and open the door because it'll just fill up with water 10 times faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I mean, it makes sense. But I would just try to kick the driver's side window out. I think what you're
supposed to do is try to break the window and get out that way. Because anything else just allows way too much water in too fast.
I would essentially just back up and just...
Because if you think about it, that kind of makes sense. Because, like, if you break the window, yeah, all that water is going to rush in, but it's going to rush in and go towards your feet first. So you still have the opportunity to, like, get some air, get out the car through the rapid that is coming through your window. But if you just open the door, it's just filling up immediately type thing.
Yeah.
What is that position?
I'll probably kick the window in.
Why is she laying like that? What is that? That doesn't look comfortable for your neck. But, yeah, all I know is if that ever happens to me, at least I got a window breaker. Yeah. Also, don't know if this is true. Wouldn't help you in this situation. But I saw somewhere... might have been on Mythbusters, might have been a TikTok. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw that apparently, like, you can take a spark plug out of your car. Like, you can go pop the hood if you know what a spark plug looks like. If you don't, well then I guess that's kind of skill issue. But apparently you can take a spark plug and throw it at your window, and that'll like shatter it immediately. I don't know if that's true or if I'm wrong or if I'm talking about if it's not a spark plug, but I believe it's a spark plug, and I think if you throw it out your window, it'll like shatter it like every time.
Interesting.
Maybe we should try it.
Maybe.
We should go buy like a $500 junk car just off Craigslist or something, put it in my backyard and just fucking throw spark plugs at it.
Try it out, see if it works. Gotta be prepared for all types of scenarios.
Start doing our own Mythbusters type thing.
This one I think I am prepared for, but it gives me anxiety even thinking about that, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I think about really bad scenarios and then I just take a step back and be like, I'm really happy I'm not in that scenario right now. Like when something bad happens at work, whatever, I'm just like, it could be a lot worse.
It's true.
Yeah.
Could be.
But yeah, I hope that never happens to me. But yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think so. I just, sometimes when you just take a sip of water and you're just like,
yeah, I like that.
Because you do that shit a lot. But sometimes I just make sounds. I don't really know why, but
I like making sounds. That sounded a little weird.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
You know what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean.
I got one more news story that I wanted to share.
All right.
Past couple of weeks, we've just been like a news outlet, but this one I just thought was kind of funny.
Uncontested news.
Hello, bitch. Can I
get the morning wire?
Decline? What do I hit?
Think decline.
Okay, there we go. Florida sheriff says burglars call 911 to get help moving stuff. They fucking. So this happened.
I hate people, bro.
This is such a Florida thing.
Yo, we're stealing. Can y'all help us?
2 people in Florida were arrested after one of them made a 911 call to get help with moving their belongings from a home they were burglarizing. Deputies responded to a home Saturday after a 911 call was made, but nobody spoke. At the home, the deputies concluded that nobody lived there, but they found a male suspect and his girlfriend inside the home after entering it through an unlocked door. Deputies had been searching for the male suspect after identifying him from a security video as a burglar at a Dollar General, where several items were stolen earlier in the day. The sheriff's office said in a statement, whatever that place is called, Poinciana, is about 35 miles south of Orlando. Don't really care about that. While talking to the deputies, the female suspect told them that she had called 911 for the purpose of having law enforcement help them move their belongings from the house they were burglarizing. They also wanted to get a ride.
Because they'll never think it's up if we call the cops. They're going to be like, oh, it can't be them.
They also wanted to get a ride to the airport so they could spend the weekend in New York. Deputies did help them with their belongings. Deputies did give them a ride, but it wasn't to the airport. It was to the...
Like, how stupid do you think people are, bro?
It was to the Polk Pokey? Is that like some Florida way of saying jail?
Here's a crazy one. Why wouldn't they just call a moving company?
The Polk...
Like, what?
I can't get over Polk Pokey. Is that like some term for jail that I've never heard of? Because I'm assuming that's where they went, obviously. Polk Pokey. The male suspect was charged with burglary and theft related to the store, and also burglary of a residence. The female suspect was charged with burglary of a residence, according to the sheriff's office.
Call a moving company.
How much shit did they have in this house? Like, clearly... I'm assuming this is a situation where it's like a squatter type thing, where like nobody was living there, but they like just kind of moved in unofficially.
Yeah.
So like obviously they had some like shit in there, but how much shit did they have that they thought, let's call the police to help us move our stuff?
It must have not been that. Well, dude, I don't even know. If I'm going in somewhere and burglarizing a place, I'm not calling I'm calling a moving company. Or I'm just not calling anybody, because then they're going to know, they're going to be like, oh yeah, who called? Them. Okay, first suspects.
I'm really confused.
Like what?
Because they said they wanted help moving their stuff. So like, Was there stuff in there before? What were you
I
burglarizing?
don't think any of it was their stuff.
What were you... But, like, if nobody lived there, then you would theoretically think nobody's in the house, nothing's in the house. Because, like, if you move out of a house, you're not just going to leave your shit there. So, like, what was in the house that they were burglarizing to begin with? Or did they just break in to live there? Is that considered burglary? No, because don't you have to take something for it to be burglary?
Well, I think maybe it's
you just took the house
because like it's not yours. Like you're breaking in
burglary
somewhere.
Of a residence.
Well, yeah, because you're breaking in somewhere. You know what I mean?
It does say burglary of a residence, so I guess they.
I don't think it really matters if you take anything. It's if you're going in somewhere that's not yours. You know what I mean? Like you're breaking into. I think once you break into a place,
entering, though?
Yeah. Well, then they must have had something that wasn't theirs. I don't know.
No,
that's just.
I'm thinking, and I could be very wrong here, but it says they were charged with burglary of a residence. What that makes me think is they stole the house. Like, because nobody was living there, they broke in and made it theirs, but since it's not technically theirs, they stole it. So they stole the house.
I see what you're saying.
That's
they
my
moved
guess.
in, and then they had their stuff. They moved their stuff into the house.
Which, by that
making it theirs, they broke in, they stole the house. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
my guess.
That makes the most sense.
So...
Because burglary of a residence, you know what I mean? It's not like burglary of jewelry or
I was thinking like burglary of a residence meant like, oh, they stole something from a residence.
Yeah,
but if nobody lived there...
That'd just be straight burglary, like robbery, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So burglary of a residence.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Well, if you're going to do something illegal,
you
probably shouldn't call the cops.
That seems like a bad idea.
I literally know what their logic was, though. They're like, oh, we're going to call the cops. Why would they think that we're stealing anything if we're calling the cops? We're not that dumb. Yeah, you are.
Like, police have records of like who lives where.
Police aren't.
They're going to be like, oh, nobody lives here. That's
police
weird.
actually know what they're doing.
Most of the time.
Yeah, we're not getting into that. That's not what I meant, but you get what I'm saying. Like they're not. They've come across a lot of criminals. I think they
literally have like they can access all that shit. They can be like, oh, this person and this person live at this address, blah blah blah. So if they get a call from a certain stuff, if they get a call from a certain address and they look it up and it says nobody lives there, off rip, they're gonna be like, that's weird.
Yeah,
I thought nobody lived there. Why are there people there?
Yeah.
Hello?
I just don't know, bro. They're stupid. Stupid, dumb idiot, stupid idiot people. Well, this is a debate that has been a tale as long as time. Chipotle or Moe's?
Ooh, okay.
Which one is better and why? What do you think?
I actually had Chipotle just a little bit ago.
You did have Chipotle.
Is that where this stemmed from? You thought you saw me eating Chipotle?
Not really.
No, you just...
It's a good happenstance, but... Just something that me and a bunch of people debated before. You know, it's kind of something that comes up, especially around here, because we have Chipotle and Moe's, so...
It's true. I think, for me personally, I'm a Chipotle guy. I think Chipotle is better. I like how they season their food better. The one thing that Chipotle does not have that Moe's like absolutely crushes them on is their queso.
Mm-hmm.
Moe's queso is so good. Chipotle's queso is so shit.
My buddy Dean tried telling me that Chipotle's queso was better and that Moe's had no flavor. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Chipotle's queso. I mean, granted, I haven't had it in a while, and I did hear, I don't know if this is true. I feel like I say that a lot. Again. I don't know anything. But
I've had the one that looks more like Moe's queso, and I don't know if they changed it since then to something that still kind of looks like it, but it's better. But it's not, I mean, dude, all queso is good. I like all queso. I don't know, bro.
I remember when
I'll
Chipotle...
eat any queso.
I mean, I'll eat any queso, but I remember when Chipotle first came out with queso.
Good. Yeah, it was
like,
weird.
I was like, this is not good.
No.
And I did hear that they changed it, and I think I had it one more time since then, but I can't say for sure. But Moe's queso is definitely better. But I think overall, Chipotle has better food. Personally,
quality of food.
I think their quality of food is better personally. Obviously, you know, some people would disagree with me, but I think I would go Chipotle for pretty much everything except for the queso.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Kind of the same way. I think that the quality of ingredients to Chipotle is better, and I'd definitely go to Chipotle more. But the one thing I like about Moe's is variety and queso, and low-key, like, portions are a little bit better. Or you don't have to, like, ask as much for better portions. But it is a little bit more expensive if you get more. I don't know.
You also got Moe's Monday where they got discounts. What does Chipotle got?
Yeah, they need to do that. They need to do something about that.
They
I don't
really
know why
do.
they don't have.
Moe's Monday is great.
It's awesome.
It's lovely.
It's the best. I would probably still go Chipotle too, but
If there were two right next to each other, I'm going to Chipotle to get all my food, and then I'm stopping into Moe's to get chips and queso.
if they're the same price, I would go Moe's.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Just variety, and when I get bowls at Moe's, they give me a little bit more. I think.
True.
They got so much variety. They got different types of rice. They got different types of chicken. You can get stacks. You can get obviously your burrito, your bowl. You can get quesadillas. You can get that at Chipotle too. But I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna go Moe's.
Okay, we're kind of 50-50 in it here. But on that topic, what is your Chipotle order? Like when you go to Chipotle, what do you get?
Go in, bowl, tortilla on the side, always.
100%.
Say double white rice. They give me double double YY.
Double YY.
Bowl, tortilla on the side, double white rice. And then once they give me double white rice, I ask for another scoop after that.
Oh, you be going crazy on the rice,
they don't know they don't know what I do, man.
They don't know
more.
me.
I need more. And then they give me that, and then no beans, none of that. Although I have had one of my friends let me try her bowl one time, and I do like the beans in it, but I'll never really order that on my own. But yeah. So double white rice, double chicken, obviously. Again, I'm gonna ask for more chicken probably if I don't feel like they don't give me enough. But most of the time, like, I'm not trying to be that guy. But it's like, bro, why do you care? You just work here. Like, just give me all of it. Who cares? And then I do light cheese, light sour cream, guacamole, sometimes the hot sauce when I'm feeling it, lettuce, corn, pico de gallo. I think I got everything. Yeah, and that's what I get. And then sometimes I'll get it also just depends, if I'm gonna be a little bit better or not. But if I get everything, I get chips too. And then I heard that vinaigrette's really good to pour on it, but I don't do that. But I'd probably just get chips, and then that's what I get.
It's a pretty hearty order.
It's still kind of expensive, but I mean it's all expensive, but that's what I'd be getting.
Pretty hearty.
Thanks.
Sounds pretty tasty.
What do you get? What did you have?
Pretty similar. I go bowl usually. Sometimes I'll switch it up and get a burrito, but I'm typically a bowl guy. I think
people who get burritos, bro, aren't thinking about anything, because if you just get a tortilla on the side that's 50 cents, you literally have a burrito and then part of a bowl left.
Yeah, you think there's more in a bowl than a burrito?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
I would agree
for sure.
But
because it's the confines of a tortilla versus a bowl.
It kind of depends. I'll get a burrito usually if I have somewhere to be, or
I
need hands-free eating.
Yeah.
Then I'll get a burrito. But more often than not, I go bowl, tortilla on the side. I've been going brown rice lately. I used to go white rice. I kind of switched it up.
Why? It's the taste better?
Not really even. I don't know. Read on the internet that
you shouldn't know. That's cap, bro.
I know it is, but I don't. Neither one of them is good for you.
But brown rice has more arsenic. Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not even true.
No?
No, not that. Not what you're saying. I believe you on that. I don't fucking know. But I actually get half and half. I get half white rice, half brown rice.
Maybe they give me more that way.
I mean, it depends how I order it too, though. If I order through the app today, so that's, whatever. But what I normally do is I go in, I ask for a scoop, and then I go, could I actually also get a scoop of whatever? I'll be like, oh, can I get white rice? Oh, can I get a scoop of brown too? And sometimes they'll charge me for double rice. Sometimes they won't. It just kind of depends. Again,
they charge you for double rice?
I mean,
I don't know if they do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't know, actually.
I thought it was
now that you present me
I thought it was just protein and guac.
Maybe. Now that you present me with that situation, I actually don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But I asked for a scoop of each. So usually they give you a decent amount. Kind of the same thing that you do, because if you get a scoop, the thing is, if you ask for double, they'll give you a smaller scoop.
I know.
So if you ask for a scoop and then go,
can
can you double it?
Can I get double?
Then they have to
sometimes they give you a little bit. I'm like, bro, why do you care? Who is this hurting? But they've got
to kind of match that second scoop, because now you know what a scoop looks like.
My thing is, though, they're going to throw out so much at the end of the day. Bro, this is not in any way affecting you or or your money that you're making at all. So why don't you just size? Because then guess what? Newsflash, Chipotle, if you give people more food, they're going to want to come back more.
That's true.
Am I like, is this a crazy thought?
No,
you're just going to make more money.
That's true.
Corporation-wise, sure. That doesn't affect you.
If they gave bigger portions, I'd definitely come back.
I don't understand these people.
But I go...
Probably listen to Apple Music too. Cool.
Yeah, I go half white, half brown rice. Pinto beans, big pinto bean guy. I like the black bean. Like, a lot of people prefer black beans in their bowl.
I'd probably go black bean over pinto.
I do like black beans. I just, for whatever reason, in my Chipotle bowl, I just like pinto beans.
Nothing wrong with that.
Go pinto beans, chicken. I'll usually go double chicken, but honestly, that decision kind of comes down to how much I'm willing to spend on a Chipotle bowl. Because lately, the price be going up on them things.
Yeah. I
ordered food for myself and my dad today. My dad, he got the new steak, which is upcharged and everything, and then he got double that. His bowl came out to like $25. Just his bowl.
See, that's actually robbery.
It's ridiculous.
That's
because
bro, you can get like 3 pizzas.
Their new steak, like the new steak that they have, a steak bowl is like $12.75 or something like that, which is already more expensive than any of the other meats. Get it? It's their new product. It's upcharge it, whatever. But then if you want to double it, it's an extra like $6.50 for an extra scoop. And then he wanted guac too, so that's like another $3
Brother
there.
Went crazy. He said, "Oh, you're paying? Gotcha."
No, I wasn't. The thing is, I told him how much his bowl was, and he went, "Switch it back to the regular steak. I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous."
Yeah.
But so his bowl was originally $25. I think it ended up being like 20 anyway. But yeah, I go both rices, chicken.
That's crazy.
Then I go corn, light pico de gallo. I don't like a lot. I just like a little bit. I like the freshness it adds, but I don't like a lot of tomato. It just kind of overpowers.
If I'm gonna go there, I like to get my like veg in and like my micronutrients.
Yeah, no, and that's why like I what I usually do is I go light pico, then I get the corn, and then I get the fajita veggies.
I need to try the fajitas.
They're
little crunch.
They're crunchy vegetables.
Got some onions
solid
in there, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's like onions
Peppers
and
and onions.
But sometimes I'll go without those. Just kind of depends on my mood. But a lot of times I'll get those, and then I go cheese and a little bit of the whatever
mild
the green
salsa.
shit is called.
Yeah, the
green stuff.
Mild salsa.
And then guac. Obviously, gotta get guac. Guac is a must. I don't know. I'm a firm believer that if you go to Chipotle and you don't get guac, I'm a little confused why you're even going to Chipotle.
The only time I won't get it is if, again, I just don't want to spend as much, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting guac.
But like the guac makes it so much better.
Or it depends now. I'm not going to lie to you. My order now is not what I used to do anymore. That's just my ideal order if I can just get whatever I want. Now I'll literally just go as much rice and chicken as they can give me. Salsa, corn, lettuce. Yeah.
Yeah.
No cheese, no sour cream, no
that
guac.
makes sense for you, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, but I think if you're the average person, like if you're not like on any type of like,
no, you're just getting whatever.
You're not counting calories or macros or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you're just going into Chipotle. If you don't get guac, I question you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because it's like, it makes it so much better.
And the chips are awesome because then, of course, it's just like, it's nachos.
Bro, the chips are so hit or miss at Chipotle, though.
They do got some good shit. I will say
they have really good chips, but sometimes you get a bag and they're just all stale and you're like...
If you get the highest echelon of Chipotle chips versus Moe's chips, Chipotle chips are better for sure.
Yeah.
Because they have a hint of lime and they're salty and they're like... They're good.
Yeah. Chipotle's chips normally are very good, but there have been some times where they just like give you like the old stale ones. And bro, they're so bad. Like,
Tostitos chips are better than Moe's chips, if I'm being honest with you. Or they're the same echelon, essentially.
I can't really think what Moe's chips taste like.
Moe's chip is really just like a toast. It's the same color and
like
essentially
a store brand Tostito.
Yeah. They still make them homemade there, but it tastes a lot like it's a little better than Tostitos just because it's homemade, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
I like the hint of lime on Chipotle.
Chipotle's chips are good. I do like them, but sometimes they just give me the old bags and it pisses me off. Especially like when you do mobile order, because like sometimes
I never do mobile order anymore.
I do sometimes. Like I did today.
They scamp so bad.
I don't know.
They can sometimes, not all the time.
They did me pretty good this time.
That's good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it just also, it kind of depends on the Chipotle that you go to.
Yeah.
Like there's in Richmond, the Chipotle like right by campus is like notorious for being like a dog shit Chipotle.
Really?
Like they'll get your order wrong all the time. If you mobile order, you're 100% getting the wrong order.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever you asked for is not what's going to be in that bowl. They'll skimp on your shit. Yeah. And then half the time you'll go in there and they won't have the shit that you want. Like they'll be out of this, out of that. There was a point in time I really wanted Chipotle for like a couple weeks straight.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't really feel like going there because at this point I had lived on the other side of campus, which again, still not far. I just didn't really feel like going there. And so I would check every once in a while just to see like, you know, go on Uber Eats, see what's up. That Chipotle was out of beans for a month.
Jeez.
How does that even happen? How do you run out of beans for a month?
Yeah.
Where did the beans go? Even guac. I could see running out of guac because it's like there was at one point like an avocado shortage or whatever, which again.
It's just they just want to pay for it.
But like, how do you run out of beans?
Doesn't make any sense.
Just go to the store. Go to Kroger down the street and buy some fucking beans. I don't even care. Like you don't even have to homemade. You don't even have to chef them up in the back.
Get some beans.
Get some fucking beans. Throw them in a fucking pot. Just heat them up. I don't care. How do you not have beans?
That is crazy.
They were out of beans for like a month. It was crazy, and I was like, I'm not ordering Chipotle without my beans. I refused. I genuinely refused. I was like, I'm not getting Chipotle.
Call them up. Y'all got beans today? No, hang up.
Just every day. Just, hey, y'all got them beans today?
Yeah, my bad. We don't have beans. Skull emoji.
The skull emoji.
Crazy.
Title of this episode: Skull emoji.
Literally.
Damn. Yo, you are. Oh, now she's talking.
Wow.
Nice. Oh my God, your breath is kicking. Bro, that's the craziest part about having a cat, bro, is like, I mean, not the craziest part, but like my dog has horrible breath. He's an old man. He's probably like, we didn't take as good care of his teeth per se as we should have. Like we didn't neglect him, but like oral care wasn't really our focus. Mm-hmm. And now he's old, so he's just got old man dog breath and it's terrible. And you wouldn't think it with her, but like, you know, she's eating cat food. Cat food don't exactly smell great. You like my dog, you can smell his breath like damn near all the time. Like he walk up to you, you know, he's always like got his mouth open, tongue out, panting.
He's a goofball.
Whatever. But with her, she'll walk up to you, whatever. You don't think anything of it. If she yawns near you though,
grabs.
Bro. Because it like, you don't, she has such a tiny little mouth. But then when she opens it, bro, it's just like a wave. Just,
yeah.
It's crazy. But other than that, she's cool. But
cutie pie.
Yeah. While I'm petting the cat, on that note, I think it's probably a good time to
wrap him up.
Start closing out the episode. So I'd like to direct your attention to Mr. Spencer Payne over here, so he can spit his weekly wisdom.
Well, you know, a lot of this episode has been about unforeseen events that could cause you to be skull emoji. So, since you are going to be a skull emoji someday, do what makes you happy, man. Whatever that may be. We're going to be on this earth for a limited amount of time. I've probably even used the same thing before, but just got to reiterate. Do it now, because you'll never be able to do it later. Whatever that is, makes you happy. Hobbies. Shooting your shot at somebody, going out, doing something crazy, going somewhere you've never been before, you know, just whatever it may be, just do it, because you're never going to be able to do it again. You might as well do it now while you can. So
facts.
That's what I got.
It's a good one. I agree with that 100%. For me, this week, I would just like to say that sometimes the most important lessons in your life are the ones that you don't want to learn. And now, you know.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, but for those of you that
learn the hard way,
may not know or may not quite understand, you know, there's a lot of things that happen in life, and a lot of times bad things happen, or things that, you know, are out of your control that you don't want to happen end up happening, and it sucks. Nobody enjoys when bad things happen. That's why they're bad things. Mm-hmm. But those are the things that will usually teach you the most, you know? Like how you deal with adversity, how you deal with bad situations and whatever is thrown at you. usually is what helps you progress as a human being the most.
Facts.
And that's why I say the most important ones are the lessons that you don't want to learn, because like nobody wants to learn a lesson about like losing a loved one or like going to jail for tax fraud. But if you go to jail for tax fraud, you'll probably never commit tax fraud ever again.
Yeah.
You'll probably be like, damn, I'm going to pay my taxes.
Yeah.
So it's just something to keep in mind, that if you're ever dealing with a really bad situation and you're like, damn, this really sucks. Obviously, you know, it sucks. Can't really do much about that.
Gotta
but
learn
just
from
know
it and get through it.
that you will probably become a better person or learn a lot about yourself or the world around you because of it. So
Facts.
just something to keep in mind. And with that being said, we are out of here. We have nothing left to say other than where you can follow us at.
Of course. Well, if you guys would like to follow me, you can find me on Instagram at Spencer_Payne123. You can also find me on Instagram at Payne Gains. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, it's Spencer_Payne42. And, you know, if you want to follow the Uncontested Podcast, it's at the Uncontested Podcast. You know, we are on Instagram at the Uncontested Podcast. We are also on TikTok at the Uncontested Podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts, and we are on Spotify. But on YouTube, we're at the Uncontested Studios. You should like, comment, share with your friends, man. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave us comments what you want to hear next. Give us 5 stars, all that good stuff. And Nate, where can they find you at?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at Nate Vranes. Haven't spelled it in a while, so I'm going to spell it for you. That's NATEVRANES, not a B. Some people like to think my last name starts with a B. It doesn't. It starts with a V. Brains. I've heard brains before, which is crazy.
That's Nate Brains.
Nate Brains. But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Nate Vranes. You can follow me on TikTok at Cucumber Water. That's really all I have in terms of things you can follow. Like Spencer said, make sure you're following the Uncontested Podcast. Make sure you're tapped in with the YouTube.
Tap in, baby.
Let me know if you want an olive Instagram. It probably will never happen, but like if people would like to see what my cat's up to, she does some pretty funny things sometimes. So maybe I'll make a cat Instagram. I probably won't, but I have a lot of funny pictures and videos of her. So I don't know. Let me know if you want to see my cat in virtual form on the internet. We can make that happen. She'll probably pass me in followers because she's cute. But
like that.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. And Epstein didn't kill himself.
We out.